slightly better equipment, and we are streaming with that. This is Eric Hates Games, Season 3, Episode 2. So, wait, Season 3, Episode 2, and this is the next gen. We're going to talk about next generation, all the hype that is surrounding the PlayStation 5 and whatever Microsoft is calling their next gen systems.
To reflect the next gen systems, we're going to change the show's name to Super Eric Hates Games, or Eric Hates Games 64.
Eric Hates Games 64 makes more sense to me than Eric Hates Games Series X. Eric Hates Games Series X sounds like an adult version of Eric Hates Games. Like, I don't know that we can record Eric Hates Games X. So anyways, yeah, so those are the two consoles for the quote-unquote next gen, right? Because Nintendo works on its own timeline. So we have Microsoft's system, which is, again, incomprehensibly called the Series X.
A lot of pre-orders were made for the Xbox One X instead, for the Series X.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I
heard about that.
There were mistakes made.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. And then there were actually mistakes made on the PlayStation 5 end too. I think
that was a mess.
Yeah, I think they screwed up pre-orders, which is like it was so bad that it makes me think that they did it on purpose.
Like,
yeah. They had like a limited amount of pre-orders, and then they ran out, and they knew exactly it was gonna get past that limit.
Maybe.
I don't know if I would call it a mistake. It's like a week when they announced the date to reveal the price. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna let you know in advance the time that pre-orders will go up." They didn't announce the time; it kind of just happened.
Okay, yeah. So you mentioned dates. That's a good place to start, right? Like, what are we looking at? Because it's very soon.
It is November 15th. No, November 12th. And then I believe the Series X is November 15th.
No, it's the 10th.
10th?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, November 10th is Series X.
Dang.
And 2 days. Yeah, 2 days later is the PlayStation. So yeah, for us, we're recording this October something. I don't know. It's 2020. But like, that is a month away. We have a month until the next generation arrives in people's households.
I won't be getting it because I don't have a sugar mommy.
Oh, well, okay. So let's talk about price.
$500.
Is it for both? I don't remember which one's cheaper.
All right, so both versions have a disc option and a discless option. The PS5, the disc version is with the disc drive is $500, and
yes.
discless is $400.
Okay.
For Xbox, the Series X, which has the disc drive, is $500, and then the discless version called the Series S is $300.
So bad.
So,
however, it also is less powerful.
That too. It's not. It does have more differences.
Wait. So that the lesser Xbox, the cheaper one, is less powerful?
It only goes up to 1440p, whereas
oh no,
X is 4K.
What is 1440? I don't remember. That's not 1080. That's greater than 1080, right?
Yes.
Pretty much.
I view that as like halfway to 4K.
Kind of.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. Wow. And is that true for Sony's consoles as well?
Nope.
Oh, so the hardware is the same, except for the disc drive.
Pretty much.
Interesting. How do we feel about that?
I think it's a good move on Microsoft's part to have a significantly cheaper one.
Okay.
I mean,
what's the price difference for the Microsoft one?
$200.
Oh, the Microsoft one is $300 for the cheaper one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely, like Adam said, good on their part.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a PS5.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's good, but everyone's still getting a PS5.
And
sucks.
Adam, do you have an insight into the pre-orders or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
But they definitely didn't. On either side, they didn't give anyone enough.
Oh.
So, it was not fun.
Do you think that Sony and Microsoft are finally learning from Nintendo in
Maybe.
terms of supply and demand? And this might just be
I mean, I feel like Nintendo
Probably not.
is known in supply and demand.
I mean, as far as I know, Nintendo usually understocks things.
Yeah, like the Switch, I remember I couldn't get that thing for 3 months after it came out, and that was just how hard it was to get.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
Didn't it also have like a lot of issues when like with the portable case, where you switch it from portable to TV mode, and a lot of the
I heard some complaints of people scratching their screens, which is weird because
Oh,
I've had
yeah.
my Switch for over 3 years and I've never had that happen.
Yeah, there's like a video compilation of that happening. It was
Along
funny.
with Joy-Con drift, but that's another story for another episode probably.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the next generation. Not the Nintendo generation, because they do whatever they want. Okay, so we got discless versus disc. Charles, you said you're getting a PS5. You're committed.
Yeah.
Which
I'm disc.
You're getting a disc.
I mean, for me, I like physical media, and two, maybe I'm a little ignorant on this, but I mean, even if you're getting a physical disc, you still have to do some pretty large install sizes.
Yes.
So I feel like I'm only gonna run out of storage faster if I get discless, and I'll just have to buy storage.
Wait, why would you run out faster if you have to install either way?
No, because the whole game as opposed to just copying the application.
Is that how it works? Because I remember the last game that I bought on disc, it installed the whole thing, I think.
I believe what the PS4 does for most games is it just copies the application, so you don't need an internet connection. However, if you get a company like Capcom with Street Fighter V, who will do a day one update that is like 10 times the size of the disc itself.
So that reminds me of, because that's like a very PC thing, like personal computer thing to do. You know, like not just day one patches, but like you download the client and the client updates, 100 gigabyte game. And we see this trend that both the consoles are going towards, which is you get a low end one or you get the high end one. Do you think that there are going to be upgrades as like a main part of the next gen? Like you can upgrade your system?
Well,
I don't think
there
so.
are a lot of PS4 games, like games that are coming out for PS4 the same day they come out for PS5, and you could buy the PS4 version, and then as long as you have the PS4 disc, if you put that in your PS5, it upgrades to the PS5 version.
Wait, but didn't they say that PS5 is not going to have backwards compatibility
With PS4,
with PS4, but not PS3 and under?
nothing before that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, all right, let's talk about backwards compatibility. For Charles, that's clearly not a deal breaker. Is that a deal breaker for anyone else?
Listen, I'm sure Adam can agree with me, though. Both of us are losers and own every single PlayStation, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got to get me a PS1 and a PS3 to add to my collection.
Okay. Well, the PS3 can play PS1 games, depending on the model.
Only, I think it's most models could play PS1 games, but only certain versions of the first model can play PS2 games.
Oh yeah, like the limited edition Metal Gear Solid 80 gigabyte version or whatever.
Yeah. Xbox has been a lot better with backwards compatibility, though I'm sure Adam can explain that better since he has one.
Yeah. No, Xbox, it's just straight up everything works, except for like very select few things. The Xbox One has slightly less support, so if you count the 360 though, they added a lot more support than they had at launch. So for example, I have Fatal Frame 2 on the original Xbox. I can only play that on my 360, not my One. However, most games have backwards compatibility from the older
I think
system.
like, isn't it like really popular titles? Like if you have like an original Xbox copy of Halo, you could play that on a One, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So backwards compatibility can be a make or break for some people.
Specifically for 360 for me, because like I have this massive 360 library,
Uh-huh.
and having a billion Xbox systems take up room if I want to play any of those.
Yeah, wires are really annoying.
What about all their controllers? Like you need the Duke, the Xbox. No, I can't call it the Xbox One. The Xbox Duke controller, right? That takes up as much space as half a console.
Pretty much.
So, anyways, I mean, backwards compatibility is a whole other topic, which I understand why people want it, but also growing up where every system just doesn't do that. I'm kind of less annoyed by that. And like Charles said, I wonder what the install base is for a PS5. Like, how many PS5 owners also have a PS4? And also have a PS3?
I mean, if I had to guess, most PS5 owners own a PS4, though PS3 I think would probably be a little bit different.
They would probably sell them because, like, I know some people would sell their PS3 for a PS4 because, you know, at the time when GameStop had like a trade-in deal where it's like trade in your old PS3 and then pay only $100 for a PS4.
Okay.
And even then,
I
the
see.
PS3
Yeah.
wasn't as popular.
So, and then that brings me up into like a next question, which is somewhere down the line, how are we going to be able to play PS3 games?
Here's what I really want, and okay, so let's go back to the PS3. Like I said, towards the end, it really didn't have much PS1 or 2 backwards compatibility, but it had the PlayStation Network store where you could literally buy every noteworthy PS1 game ever for like $5 each. I have a bunch of them on my PS3.
Yeah.
And you have most great PS2 games also there for downloadable.
Yeah.
For like $8. But what
But
sucks
are you
is,
able to play it?
well, here's about my next point. For the PS4, on their PSN store, next to none of those PS1 or PS2 games work on the PS4. They only work, the digital files only work on the PS3, if I'm making sense.
Yeah. So to play Dino Crisis, you need to play it on a PS3 or a Vita, right? Because the PS1 games also play on Vita. But you can't play Dino Crisis on a PS4, even if you downloaded it on your account.
On my PS3, I got Parasite Eve, Final Fantasy VII, Crash, Castlevania, a bunch.
Right.
The only one I could think of that works on PS4 is FF7, and even then, I'm pretty sure I have to pay separately. I can't just download it for free. I have to pay like the $8 or whatever.
You got to pay it again in order to play it again. Okay. Yeah.
So eventually we're going to get to the point where if these consoles do not support the old games, the reason why I ask about PS3 specifically is because that was the generation where we started getting dead consoles, if you remember. Like the Red Ring of Death, and my PS3, my Metal Gear Solid version, definitely died at some point. And then I had another PS3 model that also died. So at some point, we're gonna lose that hardware. Is this like just a long game?
Be dust one day.
It's all gonna be what?
It's all gonna be dust one day.
Yeah,
I still
exactly.
have my Xbox, and I only got the Red Ring of Death once in my lifetime. Ever since they got it brand new.
I mean, a lot of them definitely got fixed, because I remember going over to my cousin's house playing their 360 like in like 2006, and that thing didn't work at all. But the Xbox 360 I got like 2 years ago, which is like the most recent model, great, never had any hardware problems with it.
Right. So we're going to have to rely on emulation, which Mike said in chat, right? Which is fine. I'm just interested. Partially, and this is kind of off topic, but I'm interested in what the future of emulation is for those generation games,
Mm.
because there are some amazing games that came out on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox Live that I would rather not get lost.
I feel like you're seeing a lot of the games re-released, but not like, okay, when the PS1 games were re-released, they were all re-released under the brand of PS1 classics. But
Yes.
all these games getting re-released aren't under a brand. They're just PS3 games that happen to be re-released as like definitive editions, but they also happen to be pretty common with most of the best hits on those systems.
Yeah. Yeah, the PS1 classic is an emulator. When you open it, it opens up an emulator that emulates the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right, let's get back on topic for not the past. As amazing as the past was, let's talk about the future.
Of gaming.
Any notable differences in the specs?
Between the PS5 and Xbox, or Series X and Series
I know the Xbox is starting to use Ryzen CPU in their Xbox Series X.
So the Xbox is switching their graphics card maker or whatever?
CPU, I don't know about graphics.
Oh, okay, the CPU. Sorry, yeah.
PS5, I don't know. I think I have them twist around.
I mean, the one obvious thing is
never mind. They're both using a Zen 2 CPU, which is both from
AMD.
Yeah.
So we got a nice monopoly there. Solid.
Goodbye, Intel.
Yeah, see ya. I wonder what that deal looked like. They both have 16 gigabytes DDR RAM, which is all you really need.
They both run at about 4K 60 FPS, unless we're talking about the Series S.
Okay.
And they're both a terabyte, I believe?
Yeah, they're both a terabyte.
Okay.
It looks like they're about. The PS5 looks like it's a little less.
PS5 has 825 SSD, so it's kind of a little bit less.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, the PS4 has really easy storage expansion options. Correct?
Definitely.
You can just like plug in a hard drive.
Yeah, you just plug in
pretty
the
much.
USB. It's good to go.
Okay,
You just
so
gotta, like, format it probably.
I mean, maybe this is a bad assumption to make, but I would assume that storage is not going to be a problem in the next generation.
They're gonna have.
I mean, hey, other than having to go out and buy one.
I think they're gonna keep doing pretty much external hard drives where you could just buy, an Xbox dedicated adapter and then just connect it to the Xbox, just like the PS4 did.
Yeah.
Or like back, or where they had it where it's like big and bulky back on like the 360 and like the PS3, I believe, where you just get a new one and then just replace it or add on to it.
Yeah, it was really annoying for those systems, I know.
I've replaced the hard drive in the PS3 and on the
Fun.
I didn't think it was that bad. You literally pop it out and you pop the new one in. But I don't remember I think they're the fat model. I think that's what they were called, right? It's the bigger one, not the slim.
Is it the one we had at like
Yeah.
Yeah. That one like
you just pull it out and you put a hard drive in.
That one has way too much stuff packed into it to the point where like it has so much unnecessary stuff built into it.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, sorry. Again, it's so hard for me to not talk about the PlayStation 3 because it's like what I covered for so long. Let's talk about not the hardware because the hardware is going to be comparable, right? To an extent, they're pretty much the same thing. Let's talk about why you would get one over the other. The games.
That's what I was about to bring up. I got the launch titles of both of them right now. Would you like me to list them off? I'll probably put them on screen when I edit.
They already have like exclusives ready for the PS5.
Oh yeah, I mean you gotta.
Well, for the PS5, we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Astro's Playroom, which I know comes with the system. The Demon Souls remake, Destruction All Stars, DMC5 Special Edition, digital only, Fortnite, of course, the big one.
That's free.
Godfall, yeah. Miles Morales, Observer System Redux. I don't know what that is.
Observer came out a little while ago.
And then Sackboy, which is 3D Little Big Planet, from what I understand. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure all of these you get on the PS4, with the exception of, I think, Demon Souls.
Interesting. And the Sackboy is made by Sumo Digital, right? Not Media Molecule?
I believe it's still Sumo Digital. I'll do a quick Google check.
That's a notable thing. I don't want to, like, crap on Sumo Digital. I think they did an okay job, but, like, Little Big Planet 1 and 2 are way better than Little Big Planet 3.
Oh wait, Sumo Digital? I thought they were the original developers.
No, Media Molecule made Little Big Planet.
Because I know they switched to 3. But yeah, Sumo Digital is developing this one.
Okay, so I'm a little less excited about that. But, so the exclusives on there are the Sackboy title, right? Because that's I'm guessing a PlayStation property.
That one is also on PS4. That one is also.
Okay, so it's Sony
are we
exclusive.
Talking exclusives of PlayStation? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, actually, let's talk about that, because I think that's important. Let's talk about why would you get this new system? What games can you only play on it?
As far as I know, I think Demon Souls, you get some upgrades.
I can play Demon Souls on my PS3.
Five special.
And on top of that,
you're cutting out a little bit, Charles.
I can play Demon Souls on my PS3. Go ahead, Adam.
We lost
you can
Charles.
play it on the PS3, but it's also coming to PC as well, the remake.
That is a funny thing I noticed during the PlayStation, like the Sony live stream launch thing. Is almost every game that said exclusive to PS5 had an asterisk next to it that said also available on PC.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? So what are the exclusive games? Why am I buying a PlayStation 5?
I forgot that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart had a trailer drop a while ago.
Am I back?
Yes,
yeah,
you're back.
Good.
Alright, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, so why am I getting a PS5? What game can I only play there?
Yeah, like I said, Demon Souls and DMC5 Special Edition, but even then,
those are old
Special
games.
Edition. Yeah, eventually, yeah, I know.
But what about future games?
Well, here's the thing about why I don't think it's bad, is that, like, there are a lot of games that we know are coming out in the next year that aren't going to be on the PS4. The first one that comes to mind is Resident Evil 8.
Wait, how does Resident Evil come before Bug Snacks?
Bug Snack. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Bug
sorry.
Snacks
Cancel. Redo.
Uh-huh. So yeah,
Bug
Resident Evil
Snacks
8. Okay, so Resident Evil 8, is that exclusive at all?
I believe not to PlayStation, but it is exclusive to the PS. It's not on the PS4.
I see. So it's PS5 only.
I would say the new Horizon Zero Dawn game, though that game is also coming to PS4. I realize my argument is crumbling as I'm saying.
Right. So I think Bug Snacks is also PS4, and I think it's also PC.
Yes, it is. The other one I'm thinking of right now is Final Fantasy 16, though I am like 99% sure that's also coming to Xbox.
And I think it's PC as well. It's definitely PC.
It's PC. I don't think they said anything about Xbox yet.
Okay.
I think it's timed exclusive for.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. It's right now only coming to PS5 and PC. It's like day one at least.
My prediction about FF7, or I called it FF7 16. My prediction about Final Fantasy 16. First of all, the franchise has just become a hack and slash franchise, which is very weird.
It is.
That is weird.
I look forward to this one though.
Yeah, I'm guessing Devil May Cry 5 is going to be better than Final Fantasy 16.
I don't know.
I'm looking at the
FF16 looks good. It's the same devs of 14.
Alright, we're talking about PS5 exclusives, but now let's switch it to Xbox.
Okay, wait. Returnal. I need everyone to hear when I say Returnal. It's like
damn it, stupid.
No, that game.
I don't know what that game is.
No, the
I
name.
I wonder if it's going to be exclusive because I think Housemarque is a Sony developer. So Housemarque made they made in order from like earliest that I can remember Super Stardust HD on the PS3. Did anyone play that?
Nope.
No.
Never heard of it.
Super Stardust HD is like, yeah, but you all heard of Geometry Wars, right?
Familiar.
It probably sounds like a Nintendo game to me.
Wow, I'm getting older and older. Geometry Wars was like incredibly popular Xbox Live exclusive indie game.
Oh, that sounds like some PC game from like the late 90s.
No,
on your like Windows 97.
It's so. Anyways,
Windows XP.
Super Stardust HD is amazing. You should check it out. It's such a good arcade game. They had Resogun on the PS4. That was a PS4 launch game.
That I recognize the name.
Yeah, Resogun's amazing. And they also made Nex Machina, Matterfall, and probably a couple other I'm forgetting. Housemarque makes hits. Okay, they only make hits. So I'm
how come
most
I've
excited.
never heard of their games? Hits implies popularity, not critical acclaim.
Okay, good call. Good call. Housemarque makes high quality products. Okay, high quality gamer snacks.
It's bug snacks.
It's bug snacks. Anyways, Returnal sounds amazing, and it looks great, and that's what I'm most excited for. Victor, you want to take us to the Xbox exclusive zone?
Yeah, most one I'm pretty excited about is Fable coming back.
Hey, Fable 6 or
Yeah.
4.
Do you want me to
think
go off
it's
the
4.
list of launch games?
Okay, yeah, Fable 4.
Halo Infinite.
Well, Fable 4 isn't a launch title, I don't think.
No.
Well, no, it's just called Fable. It's not really it's like it's kind of starting over.
It's like Tomb Raider
Kind of like
and God of War.
Reboot, yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay, maybe this list is slightly outdated, but we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Bright Memory, Dirt 5, DMC 5 Special Edition, FIFA 21, Fortnite, Gears 5 (parentheses Series X upgraded), Gears Tactics, Marvel's Avengers, NBA 2K21, Observer, RPG Time, Samurai Spirits, Tetris Effect Connect, The Valkynier, Watchdog Legion, and Yakuza Like a Dragon, Yakuza 7. More titles than the PS5.
There's like
You're missing a few. You're missing a few.
Yeah, there's like an 80% overlap there.
Oh yeah, but in general, I think there's more titles in
It
the
is
list.
interesting though that Yakuza is coming to Xbox before PlayStation.
That is
Which
interesting.
is a very Sony dominant series.
Yep.
Switching allegiances.
But yeah, this list may be slightly outdated. It's from September 27th. Maybe Fable is only confirmed.
Well, I mean, I don't want to hate on Peter Molyneux and going down that tangent, but like, if we can look at the dev cycles of every other Fable game, we probably got a year or so before we see a Fable.
Oh yeah, of
Me
course.
pretending to be a Fable fan.
I've never personally played them, but I appreciate that they exist.
I've seen like a few hours of
had
playthrough.
Fable 1 or 2. I don't remember which one, but it was a
I
great
own
game.
2.
Yeah, it's a divisive franchise with yeah, some people don't like Peter Molyneux. But anyways,
Pretty much.
Gears Tactics, what is that? Does anyone know?
All right,
I've never
it
heard
sounds
of it.
like a mobile game. And
Really?
who wants to bet it's also coming to mobile?
That's a
it's coming to Windows.
turn-based tactical video
Yeah.
game.
I don't think. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to be rude, but when I watched Xbox's last like presentation, when they probably did one around when E3 would have been, I probably saw this game and then forgot about it because it looked like every other game announced.
Huh. So we are clear. It sounds like we're a Sony crew.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Adam that
Yes,
I
but no.
think hardware-wise that the Xbox Series X is a little bit better, though games-wise definitely PS5. Especially me being a huge like JRPG fan.
I'm a Xbox fan.
Generally
all
what
the way.
he said, but I am getting the Xbox first because I'm getting both of them. However, in the next several months or the next while, other than Demon's Souls, the two games I really want to play this fall are Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Cyberpunk, both of which are going to be better, at least visually, on the Xbox. And later down the line, when more exclusives start coming out, I'll grab a PlayStation and then like an exclusive edition of it, so I will be happy with it.
Do you want to very briefly touch upon prices? How many of them are $70?
Oh, the games?
Oh yeah.
Wait, games are gonna be $70 now?
Yeah.
Only like half of the titles. Some are still like 60, but like all of Sony's first-party titles are 70. Or Sony published.
Why? Why are they making that switch? Because
I don't know. I guess it's time.
No,
they
it's
maybe upgrade to 60. What, 10 years ago? Because games used to be 50 for like PS3 and 360, right?
No, they
Sega,
on 60.
Sega Genesis games were $60.
See, I remember Wii and Wii games were 50, so that's what I have to go off of.
So, like, if you think of how much the budget was for Red Dead Redemption 2 or The Last of Us or any of these AAA games versus, say, I'm gonna throw out an obscure one, Truxton on the Sega Genesis. It's like, okay, one of these should cost more.
I know that. So every game that is released is price stamped at 60. It's always been 60 throughout, like ever since I owned a GameCube.
Yeah.
Even GameCube games are 60?
Yeah.
I cannot. That was like back when like. Obviously,
I mean, my parents paid for it, but I still remember the price tag.
So is that a turnoff? Is that something that we don't want? $70 games?
It's me personally, yes, because I'm just used to paying $60. So seeing 60, it's either has to be like say, limited edition type of game for $10 more, or first day or something, or you would get like I know back when Call of Duty used to pump out like care packages with the game, and you would pay like $500 more for that game because you get like a physical RCXD, a T-shirt, stuff like that. Unless if it's exclusive stuff, then yes, I guess 60 or more, or collectibles. But like if you're just buying a base game, it has to be 60.
I mean, for me, it sucks, but I don't care too much. However, I'll start to care when I think about it in the long run, where, like $10 here, $10 there. Eventually, you're just going to be paying an extra $60 for nothing.
Well, I would say
like
that
an extra game's worth,
the ideal here is they will make more money on unit sales, which used to be the core way that developers made money. And hopefully that will drive down other marketing or monetization methods like loot boxes or trading cards. Because, you have a $60 game like The Show, MLB The Show, you take a look at the credits for any of those baseball games, and the credits scene will last like 10 to 15 minutes of names, if not longer. And like that game, the first thing that happens when you boot up that game is they try to sell you baseball card packs. So hopefully my ideal, like the optimist in me is like, okay, you charge more for the unit sale and you cut out all that other nonsense like trying to sell me a new dance for my character.
That's gonna happen.
I agree. I'm not saying it's going to. That's what I hope would happen with this price change.
You're still gonna get Mass Effect Andromeda putting out collector's editions that don't include the game.
That sounds so good. What an industry that we love and hate. They just sell everything to us. Anyways, okay. So that's the next generation. Any closing thoughts or words? Let's start with Charles.
Oh no, I'm not looking as forward to it as much as the last generation, but I mean Resident Evil 8, FF16. And hey, I like collecting games, so I always like starting off fresh with the new system. So.
Okay, Victor.
I'm gonna go with what Adam says. Like, you know, you get an Xbox for like just the games are, I guess, are gonna be more prettier looking. I guess for graphics, or just like, you know, because it's more Xbox is more online based now. So, you know, multiplayer is a big factor. Since like I've been introduced to Xbox back when it was like the 360 Slim, and I love the exclusive games of PS4s, PS3s, all the Sony games. I really love them. So it's like, at the same time, I don't really have a lot of money to really buy both consoles, so I just go with one.
Yeah, so I mean, historically, the Xbox Live, I think, had a bigger player base. I don't know if that's true anymore. And we're also in like a pretty historical moment where Epic Games is making enough money with Fortnite to change the way crossplay works. So I would say keep an eye on that going forward. Like, how many games do support crossplay on all these platforms? Didn't Microsoft do something with Sony or with Nintendo recently?
Steve in Smash Brothers. Almost said
Yes,
Minecraft.
yes, that's it. The Minecraft.
But
Yeah.
that's with Microsoft now, because Microsoft owns Minecraft.
Right. But I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
not only that, Ori 2 is on the Switch.
Ori 2, like, and then the Bethesda games. Microsoft just bought Bethesda. Those games are coming out exclusive on PlayStation for a little while. So I think one of the big things we're going to see as we move into the next generation is this crumbling of the walls. Fanboyness is probably going to take a lot longer to break down, but I think these walls are going to come down when it comes to like cross-play exclusives. We already could barely name them. And it's like Halo and not even Yakuza anymore. Like Halo and I don't know. Sackboy. It's like, great, Little Big Planet and Halo are system killers.
I feel like the gaming industry is going to change a lot this generation.
Oh yeah, with streaming also. We didn't even talk about game streaming. I'm sure both of these systems are like ready to go for streaming your games instead of downloading them.
I feel like that's what a lot of people do nowadays with like the PS4s, PS3s, or any of the old consoles. Yeah.
PlayStation Now or the Game Pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Adam, final words.
If Cyberpunk sucks, I am going to like cry.
Yeah.
No, Keanu Reeves.
That's about it.
No, it has Keanu Reeves. It's going to be a 10.
Either way, I'm
it could
excited.
Be horrible
for
has Keanu Reeves.
Honestly, so just please, not Cyberpunk.
Please. Okay,
Give me
cool.
one thing, 2020.
Words of the day: you're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking, like breathtaking as one word.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
Or you're taking one's breath.
He's the old person here. He doesn't get it.
Yeah, I missed that. I missed the memo. So, I don't remember what my final thoughts are. I guess it's just that systems are fun. New consoles are great. I mean, buy it when you need to, not before then. I've always been a console gamer instead of like a computer gamer, so as much as I want a PlayStation, I don't think I'll get it at launch. It's just neither seems too strong right off the bat. But yeah, again, I don't even remember what my final thoughts were going to be. Play Abzu. It's a cool game about swimming around and interacting with the ocean.
Or play Among Us.
Don't do that.
Yes, join the horde.
Adam, looking pretty sus without a webcam.
There we go. That's the way we play Among Us. All right. Yeah, words of the day.
You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe, like, check out all of everyone's channels. And special thanks to Mike, who made our overlay and our background for today. We're still in flux, but check out his Instagram up top. It's you can pay him to make art stuff, and I encourage you to do that because they look pretty good. So
pretty breathtaking.
Quite. All right, we'll talk. See you next episode. Bye.